This is by far the most important routine to have in 2025 and beyond. Honestly, it's so important that you should have this snapshot in your eyes at all times. This one concept can change the way you look at your life, at your business, pretty much everything in your life moving forward because this dictates everything. And it's not what you think. When people say routines, you think, morning routine, evening routines, workout routines, all these things, which does play a huge role when it comes to our life. But I've learned after doing $1.6 billion in transactions for my real estate team, Leap Edge Real Estate Group, more often than not, this is the leading factor. That is having a financial routine so you don't have to break the glass to get the capital you need. We need to be set up in a way where all the capital we have is able to be used freely without any stress or pain involved. That is what makes us have the most amount of massive decisions on a positive note, especially during times like this when the market is bad, not in just in real estate, but in all areas of life. People taking big hits, less employment, more hiring and firing happening right now, huge layoffs across the board from government to startups to businesses, left and right. And this is why it's so important to understand this routine that I've been developing for myself my whole life, but definitely the past 10 years especially. And here's the thing. If you're thinking, well, I make 100K, 200K, half a million plus dollars a year, I don't need this, think again. Because what I've learned firsthand, making multiple six figures a year, and this year on track, hopefully to do at least multiple seven figures is the goal. The more money you have, the more this is important. But having a routine becomes way harder financially when you have a lot of capital. Because then you can spend freely. You can go to nicer restaurants. You can buy Rolexes and nice Porsches and all these things. We have more capital. Again, for myself, I'll touch on this more, but like I was homeless off and on from 12 to 18. So in that regards to myself, I know for a fact when I had no money, having a financial routine was easy. I just couldn't spend anything. There was no way for me to not have a good financial routine, more or less. Obviously, if you're making less than six figures, less than 50K per year, this is still super important to watch as well because I'm going to show you ways to grow that 20K, 50K, 100K you make per year into a six, seven figure opportunity for yourselves. Whether you're an employee or entrepreneur, doesn't matter. There are tons of ways to really maximize your returns in life like never before. And I cannot stress how important this is. So before we get started, if you tag your friends down below, share this video. Who do you know that will love this topic of having a financial routine to set yourself up for massive wins and success in 2025? And again, to avoid breaking the glass. So hopefully, the emergency never happens, and you're so set up financially that this is just a prop for you. You can probably see my mind. I have tons of capital in my house just sitting here. That I've put myself in position. Well, I don't need to have to break the glass as often. Obviously, I'm still an entrepreneur, but as often as I did as a kid or growing up. Without further ado, though, let's hop in to the breakdown of creating a financial routine and why this matters to you, regardless of your income, your job, your background, and so forth. So we'll cover on this super powerful Mastermind Elite Edge podcast where top players become world class. What are financial routines in the first place? Benefits of having a financial routine, and there are way more than you think. Components of a financial routine, creating a financial routine, and of course, how to maintain a financial routine as well. Because having one and maintaining one are two totally different things. So make sure you stay all the way to the end to see how that works. I can give you all the secrets, all the strategies, but we cannot maintain having this financial routine. All this money we've made and gathered are all lost. In the past, I've spoken about how a lot of people will make more money almost every single year, even as a contractor or employee, have some kind of raise happening. But every single year, they're in the same position it was last year. And again, I have personal friends making multiple six, even seven figures, who are still struggling and living paycheck to paycheck every single month. Now, their checks are more often, obviously, at that level or much larger, but they're still banking on those things because they're living so high, not having a routine in place that makes it hard to have a really reliable life moving forward and full stress. So don't forget, surf all your screens. This is the most important thing you'll watch all day long. Treat this like you're gonna make 6 to 7 figures for watching this, because again, you very well can. Not today. I'm not some of those gurus that say success is easy. It's not the case. I've been doing entrepreneurship since I was 6 years old. And I'm just now, not just now, but past few years ago, really figuring things out. And every single day, I'm still growing day by day by day. And if you watch this, you will have techniques to earn 6 to 7 figures in the next 1, 3, 5, 10 years from now by leveraging this, but in a way that's actually be holistic and beneficial for you without losing everything. So again, also forget to follow my wife and I on social media. We're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, just our name /realtor, or our name pop up as well. We break down things for you guys about entrepreneurship, marketing, psychology, of course, finances, and so much more for you guys every single week, multiple times a week, almost every single day, honestly. Again, being home off and on, I know how it feels to have not a lot. So I'm a huge passion in teaching these kind of techniques for those watching the Ed podcast. And of course, as your real estate agent, the best of the best, I'll make sure you get set up as well to have more investments, make better purchases when you're buying a home for yourself and your family, or selling for more money. You know these techniques, all these things become easier for you as well, which is my goal. Make it easy as possible for you guys moving forward. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Let's help other people achieve freedom. By sharing this video with your friends, they will thank you for it. Because, wow, my friend's so great. They gave me this amazing masterclass that people would charge thousands of dollars for come free, which helps them have more money too. For those who are new to who I am, my quick background, I hate talking to myself, but to show you some context on who I am, what I've done, and why should you listen to me in the first place, I've been featured in tons of publications from USA News, Maxim, Real Estate Today, Authority Magazine, list goes on. I've been on TV for CBS, news outlets, and so much more. I'm one of the top teams as well. This is Order Post. We just passed $1.6 billion collectively across my team, around 100 plus agents across 20 states and a couple countries. I'm also a best-selling author, TV show host, more on that soon. And I reach millions of people every single month just from my direct social media outlets, not including the TV shows and things like that. And my best things I like about what I've done in the past is not about me. It's about my clients. I've made with my clients over $150,000 above asking price within 2 days, outperforming every home and agent in a mile radius for my clients. So again, they made them 6+ figures in 2 days in a way by selling the house for them. Better than is also sell the house for them too. And the biggest savings I've done for my client have been $362,000 off of the initial asking price for my client's dream home. And those are my favorite case studies. But it still goes back to finances. Gotta save them more money or make them more money. This is also my best-selling book called Real Estate Secrets. We teach all things about marketing in this book, mostly to agents and investors, but we pass this off from Selling Sunset, and that's to Brandon Turner from Bigger Pockets on this point here. And this is my team ranking last year. Right now, top 5 in all teams in Austin, Texas. But at this point, we're top 13 USA, number 1 for Texas, number 1 for Austin, week to date, number 2 overall for Austin, Texas, and so much more. And yes, Jamie, like you said, it's not about me, it's about my clients. Again, people don't care about what I've done. They care about what I can do for them. which is why I teach you guys so many strategies every single week on how to make more money, do more things, have more success, and make a bigger impact for yourself, your family, and community as well. I'm also the host for a TV show called American Dream. It's on HGTV, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, with around 50 plus million views on Facebook alone, not including the TV shows. And we will showcase our buyers and our sellers on the show as well to get more exposure for them, meaning more offers. And then my best thing about this as well, not as much back then, but I had financial freedom in 1 year by following these techniques to have more of a passive income coming to me to pay for my lifestyle. Now that I'm running a much larger business, a little bit different structure as of today, but it still helped me a lot in the past. And this, so you know, I'm not special for those watching this. If I can do this, so can you. I promise you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Again, if you're making less than 6 figures or more than 7 figures, this still applies to you because there's always 4 levels in your journey, in your business, in your career, and so forth. I was homeless off and on from 12 to 18. I've never seen even this much money, which is $10,000 at one time, or probably even in my lifetime for a long, long time, to after I was like 20 plus years old. I had all this cards stacked against me. From being born with lead poisoning until I was 5. For those who know what that means, normally you die from that. I'm mentally impaired for life. And as far as I know, I'm still pretty smart. I had a full ride in college, full GPA, top of all my classes. I was a psychology club president and in all honors classes while doing that. So obviously, it was blessed by God to not have my mind totally wiped away from how that happened to me. But what's more important to me is that despite all those things, I invested thousands of hours learning about business and marketing and real estate and finances and read countless books. You can probably see I'm a huge book nerd. Even to this day, I try to release a book or 2 a month, if not more than that, because I know how powerful knowledge is. That what gave me the ability to have life I have now and to escape massive poverty. Well, my financial routine was like survival, not even routine. And of course, I also spent over 6 figures into my education as well, hiring the best people that I paid $60,000 for in 1 year for mentorship. And I've sought out and seeked out the best of the best. Right now, my current mentor is Ryan Serhant. He's #1 broker for New York and almost across America for selling homes. Billions of dollars per year. Personal mentor, not a cheap thing to be part of. Because I know if I can learn more for myself, my clients in real estate can get more results, and those watching the podcast get more results as well without spending all this time and money like I did to get here. So without further ado, enough about me. It's all about you guys. This breakdown, creating a financial routine, and what that looks like. So let me ask you a super powerful question. What kind of routine do you think most people have financially? Obviously not this when it comes to the morning routine and night routine, but on a financial level, what routine do you think people have normally? Who agrees? It is a super detailed, planned out one, every single dollar and pennies accounted for. There's no swinging, there's no Jones effect. They know what's happening from day 1 to day 10. Who thinks that's the case? Yep, probably no one raises their hand because no one does this for the most part, other than like super successful and dialed in people. So it's not quite true. I want you to write down this equation. If you don't know it, it's going to speak a lot of volume to what I'm going to say to you guys next. Write down how much money have you spent today or this week and why. And April said no one. Exactly. Well, I want to say no one. People who are super, super high level do this. I do this a lot as well for myself. But most people do not track their expenses. I see my bank account every single day. Every single morning, I look at it to see if I'm going up or down, what's happening. I'm super intimate with my finances. On a weekly basis, I'm in there. And I have bookkeepers even. And I still look at myself every single week and day to make sure I'm dialed in. But write down how much money have you spent today, right now it's 11 o'clock CST time, and this week, and why. Why do you do it? And if you can't find out what you did, that's not a problem. A lot of people can't. Love it. April said $250 for groceries. That is definitely a necessity to buy. So Kudos for knowing that number as well. Again, knowing the numbers is half the battle. Most people have no clue what they're spending day in, day out. So they're just living their life with no financial routine. And before we know it, we're breaking the glass, which we don't want to do. Jimmy said, I keep an Excel sheet and use the envelope method. So helpful if you have limited income. Yep, it's also good one to do. A lot of people swear by the envelope method. For those who don't know what that means, the envelope method is when you have a lot amount of cash, you put in envelopes per category. So you want to spend money for your rent or for food, for entertainment, for education. You have all these envelopes that have just enough capital in there for you, so you never go over budget. Once that's empty and depleted, you're no longer spending money because it's already gone. So gas, groceries, vet appointments, and so forth, all these things add up. Now, here's the thing. Majority of people spend money out of routine without even thinking about it. Let that sink in. Most people spend money out of routine without even thinking about it. I know for myself, before I bought a new coffee machine that costs a lot of money, but for me, it saves me money in the long run. I used to buy coffee every single morning before I went to work or before I got in my office. I'm working more. I'm always working. But I would spend $5, $10, $15 every single morning, sometimes twice in the morning on coffee for myself and for my wife, Melanie. And you think that adds up? It's like, $100 a week, $4 a month. That's almost $5K a year just on coffee. That's a lot of money to spend on coffee. Whereas now my coffee machine costs me, I think, $400. And I have coffee maybe one or twice a day. That automatically have saved me a lot of money, over $4,000 from that one thing. But people spend it out of routines more than anything else. So here's a story to display how powerful this really is. And I think it can help home a lot for you guys as well. So let's say we have James or Jamie. He lives in Austin, Texas. They work as a tech person. They have a job at Dropbox or Google or Apple, making around $20 per hour, working 8 hours a day. And the normal life is they wake up, they get dressed super quickly, they're rushing to get to work. They go grab a coffee from Starbucks or from Summer Moon or from some place they love here in Austin. My favorite place I used to go to is Summer Moon. It's really strong coffee or radio. $8 gone before an hour passes by when they wake up. And then they go to the gym. They have a little bit of time to get that first kick in the morning before they go to their work. Maybe at the office, maybe it's at Lifetime Fitness or at Equinox. Who knows? That costs money as well, but I won't add in that price into this. That's a monthly recurring investment. And I think having a gym super important. I have a home gym in my house now and Lifetime Fitness because I want to have ease of access. My son Alexander being here, make easy to go to the gym. But let's say after the workout, they hit really hard PR. They go downstairs, past Lifetime Fitness's food bear area, and grab a latte again and a little snack with some protein in it for themselves for a workout. It's a breakfast. $23 gone. Then they get to work. As you know by Dropbox and Apple and Google, the office is super fancy, and their friends are saying, hey, it's almost lunchtime. Let's go down the street to my favorite place, Laurel, and go grab some lunch. But yeah, sounds great. Right there, $47 gone for average lunch. Maybe it's Caroline's downtown. Around $47 for a drink, for some food, some sides and appetizers, amongst all of them. And then afterwards, they're off work. Hey, I go work, pick food up for my kids and my family. They go to Whole Foods with no line budget. Again, it's out of routine. It's not out of thought beforehand. So they just go there with no item list for what they're looking at. And they start grabbing stuff. Some coffee beans, some strawberries, some steak, a bottle of wine, who knows. They start grabbing stuff. Let's say it's around $159 for that excursion they just did. And finally, they make it home. Let's say they live in Terrytown. It's a little small home for Terrytown, but they live in Terrytown. And the family said, hey, we should go watch a movie. It's Friday. You worked hard. You deserve this. Let's go watch a movie at Alamo Drafthouse. I love Alamo. I love movies. I go there too sometimes. And when we go there, we can say your wife, your husband, a couple kids. That right there is going to be around $136 for the tickets, and then for the food, everything else is for the drinks. And the list goes on, plus 3 hours of watching an amazing movie. And then they get home, they say, hey, I some last minute things to do for work. So can catch up for tomorrow. And they start scrolling on their social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. They see a cool gizmo or gadget on the sideline. Oh, this thing looks really nice. Let me buy it real fast. $20 on Amazon, quick and easy. Here tomorrow morning. I love it. I love Amazon as well. I have a problem with Amazon sometimes too. I track that as well. This is how the average person lives their life every single day. Not like once in a while, every single day. Maybe the movies not as often, but more often than not, this is a life cycle. This is the routine that they have in place. This is automatic, not thought out. They spent $396 that day while only earned $227. $20 an hour times 8, around $227. That means they lost $169 in that day, which is why most Americans are in credit card debt by thousands of dollars, living off borrowed income. Now, if you watch me for long, I love credit. I love debt if it's used to make me more money. For me as an entrepreneur, if I take out a $50,000 loan from my bank to spend money on ads or PR or more videos for my clients, that $50K will turn into $100K, $200,000. To me, it's a no-brainer. It's like free money almost to grow my business. But if I'm living off debt, like this scenario, to buy food and to go to the restaurants and to look at movies, it's a little different story. But most people, this is how they live their life. They have to $170 that day. On average, probably up to $50 per day, depending on the day they have going on. To go backpedal real fast, a person who has a thought-out routine will say, I wake up at 6 in the morning, I go to the gym at 7, I have my coffee when I get home, I already have it pre-made, I get dressed and ready for the day, or I bring a coffee with me from my house into the gym to have afterwards. Then from there, they go to work, they have already a packed lunch with them, or they have a budget already allotted for lunches they already made for themselves. Then they already have food already, or they don't have food already. They have a whole checklist. Like Jimmy said, I cannot go without a list already in mind. They go there, or what I would do instead actually is I would order my food from the app, have it delivered to your house. So we do. I don't want to drive there and get distracted when I'm hungry on all these amazing foods on the aisle. They get home, they see the family, say, hey, you know what? Instead of watching a movie at the theater, let's just watch it at home on the TV and buy from Amazon Prime. That $130 admit became $20. You have popcorn, you have drinks, you have food, and so forth on that Friday night. It's the date night for themselves. Right there, they went from spending $400 that day to only spending $50, $100. Now a positive $127 they can use for other activities instead. This is how routine can help you so much save more money and pay off debt, buy more investments, and so forth. Let's see. Jamie said I gave up coffee over a week ago and I stayed over $40 last week. Love that. Congrats. Yeah, coffee is amazing. I love coffee. If I have one at my home now, a machine to make it easy for myself, now I'll probably spend like $1 a drink, maybe 50 cents a drink, instead of $8 for hot water and some coffee beans. So Jamie is good. Yep. April, definitely agree. Having a routine in place will help you save more money, make better investments, and so forth. And again, this is the average American person. I know people that their daily spend rate is thousands of dollars. They're going to 5-star restaurants, they're buying Gucci belts, they're buying fancy shoes, buying new laptops, and so forth on a whim. Because there's no routine there. They have so much capital that spending $100, $200 means nothing to them. So this is almost more important for those making more money. But here's the best routine that everyone needs to master and learn as soon as possible, especially in 2025. Number one, what are financial routines? To know our futures, we all need to know to do look at our daily routines. Seriously, if you show me your daily routines, I can show you your future. Because success or not success happens day in, day out. Little things adding up. Momentum goes two ways. Momentum can go up or down, depending on how we structure it. So if I don't have the momentum of my daily routine being stacked for my favor, I'm gonna have it going against my favor. Have a massive headache and breaking the glass every single day to get more returns in my life. So, what are financial routines? Number one, a financial routine is actually a subconscious program that we adopted over time. Again, my major in college was psychology. So I learned so much about how pretty much 90% of my life and your life is your subconscious mind controlling you. Let that really sink in. 90% of your life is your subconscious mind controlling you. Some say 95%. That's a lot. People live life on autopilot. They're going through the motions. Have the same day, same week, same month, same year for 50 years in a row, and then they pass away. We don't want that for you. We want to have a life that you control. That's why programming your subconscious mind is so important. Because when you're younger, you see your parents penny pinching. You see your parents not having a budget. You see your parents not using a grocery list or buying coffee every single day. You see your friends having splurges, going to the club, going downtown, buying extravagant items. All these things will program our subconscious mind. And if you throw in social media to the mix, it's a whole other animal. With social media, there's even more things that is programming our subconscious mind every single day. It is a habit that we live by. And what happens with habits is that first, it's not that bad. Having a habit, smoking a cigarette, having a drink, all these things, they're obviously not good. I don't do any of those really. I don't drink or smoke. But besides the point, all these things are habits. It's hard to quit them because I have an association with that said activity, with that habit. So if I was to say drink coffee, and when I had my coffee, I had a cigarette. Or I had my coffee, I had to be in my office. Or to work, I had a coffee. That association is a habit now. Because sometimes the coffee or the drink or the occasion isn't the thing you even want in the first place. You just do it so often that now the habit was addicting to you, not the actual activity itself. So the habit that we live by. And habits, before long, become so heavy you can't break them. That's the problem. At first, habits were great. Not that big of a deal. Small activities to come and go. But they add up to be huge, huge chains that we can't break. We don't want that to happen to you. Also, a financial routine is a discipline or lack of one. That's all it is. It's discipline. The people you see who are super successful, it is because they are disciplined to do so. For me, a habit is going live on Mondays and Fridays for you guys. It is now a habit that is due because I do it so often. And I associate this habit with having more success, having more people, making a bigger impact. The association is a positive habit, and more importantly, a discipline. There are days when I don't want to do this. Like right now, I'm super stuffy. I have allergies, don't feel that good, but I'm still here because it's a discipline of mine to be here for you guys and add value. Also, it's a way of life. Like anything, with diets, culture, with programming, list goes on. It's all a way of life. To me, there's no separation from our financial goals, our businesses, our careers, because all this life. Your beings are doing these activities. Number two, benefits of having a financial routine. Financial routines are one of the most important ones that we have. I think the best one besides this is our evening routines. But besides that, a financial routine is the most important one that we have because it dictates all things in life. It's one of the few things that we cannot get out of. The three we have in life. My old mentor told me this, Christina Wise. She's amazing. She's like the queen of wealth. And she said to me a long time ago, there are three main categories of life we can never escape. Number one is our health. Our health will always be with us. There's no escaping that. Number two is our relationships, connections, our family, our friends. You can't really escape those. And if you excommunicate somebody from your family, there are more people you will meet throughout your life. You're social beings or humans. There's no way around other people. Number three, which affects everything, is your money, your finances. In the world we live in today, finances is everything. You live in America, if you're watching this more often than not, there's no way around having means and financials, burdens or gifts or all those things. All can be part of our lives moving forward with all of you know. If you about the borrow and trade system, and that's going to be affecting our relationships as well, and still money in different category. And this, guys, don't forget, if you guys getting a lot of value from this, make sure you drop some likes down below, show some love, share your friends, tag your friends down below. We have way more to cover, and I hope you guys a lot have massive success in your lives moving forward. Number two is having benefits of financial routines. One, all financial routine affects everything in our life, like I just said. If it comes to our health, if I have more money, I can afford better food, I can afford better gym, a workout instructor, vitamins, the list goes on. If I want to have new friends, I can afford to buy a golf club membership, or for me, my postal club meetups I go to. All these things are money dictators get me to new places in my life. Our finances and routines affect our whole entire lives. Number one, having a routine like this gives us financial clarity, which we want more than anything else. I want to know what's happening every single day in my life. It helps my personal stuff, my business, my family, my finances, how that dialed in. Financial clarity is everything. Number two is stress reduction. Who here has woke up one day, oh my God, I'm short for my gas. I'm short for my rent. I'm short for food. I've been there many times growing up with having no hot water, having no gas in the house, being on the streets, sleeping in my friends' houses or on benches. I've been to a point in my life, if I had more money, I had less stress. And let's be honest with you guys. Stress in life is dictated by 99% about money. Say it one more time. 99% of your problems is affected by money. Not being capitalistic, it's not being love of money. It is telling the reality of what actually happens in America, across the world, more often than not. Money dictates 99% of our life. We want to have a better relationships. I can hire a coach for speaking or for relationship building or for so forth. A better body. I can hire a gym instructor. I can buy a gym. I can go to Lifetime Fitness. If I'm having a mental breakdown, I can hire a therapist. All the things that we have in our life is correlated by money first. Coming from having lack of means, no food, no relationships, no luxury items, and so forth. Having no Wi-Fi to watch this amazing podcast. You can definitely like down below. All these things add up for finances. So having more finances and clarity will reduce the stress. And then also long-term financial success. You know, the average American will making around $500,000 to $1 million+ in a lifetime. In a lifetime. If I am making, let's say, $100K per year, and I work 50 years, that's $5 million right there. A little more, I say $6 million that we just made in the course of 50 years. I could invest that capital, live below my means, into real estate that appreciate by 7 to 15% per year for more wealth for myself and for my family, make a legacy of them. So long-term financial successes have a huge dictation of my financial routines. Again, before long, the chains become so heavy you can't break them. We want to avoid that as much as possible. Number two, improved financial health. Number four, I guess. Then also enhance decision making. If I have more capital, I can make more sound decisions. Let me say that one more time. Write this down. If you make more capital, you can create more enhanced decision-making skills. I know so many entrepreneurs that I've been part of masterminds even that I paid 60K for that would have fire sales every time I see them. That hey, buy this new upgrade and you'll save all this money, because they needed money and not long-term thinking. And for myself, I have a deal right now that should close hopefully today. And most agents, if they have a transaction, will not give up any of their commissions to save the transaction. For me, I know that I rather make something, but more importantly, I rather help my client get out of a bad situation. So I've given like $7,000 to me, my lead agent on this transaction because I know I can do that. My decision making skills are higher now if I have so much capital. I can give away $5,000, $10,000 on a transaction and make sure that they are okay and to help them. But if I have no money, then I won't do that. I need every dollar. I can't make that decision. Or for this, doing a podcast, this is a long-term play for my business. It builds more credibility, more authority, more trust, and builds my brand. But I probably won't see a whole lot of results from this for the next 6 months or less. Who knows? Or never, for all we know. But in the day, though, I can make this decision because I'm financially sound already to have that long-term decision-making skills. And like exactly, April, money dictates 99% of our lives. Again, no matter who you are, money will dictate your life to some degree, to most of your life. And then the last one for this one is to increase financial confidence. I know for myself personally, when I have more money in my bank, I am a happier person and I'm more confident. I know I'm safe and I'm stable. Again, for me, my habit growing up was being broke and homeless, no capital, no money. So having no money reminds me of being in that scarcity zone again. So for me, it's a habit as well. Having money gives me more confidence, makes me happier, makes me a better person. And here's the thing about money as well for financial confidence. The way money works is it makes you more who you are. If you're a bad person, you don't care about people, you have a lot of money, you'd be a worse person if you empathize who you are as a person. But if you have a great heart, you care about people, the more money you have, the better that you will do. Like for myself, I give away money all the time to people. I do events like this for people. I give away food, Starbucks cards, and so forth. I give money to my clients if I need to, as well to save deals for them, make sure they're taken care of. I give a lot because I know what I feel like to have nothing. And two, that's just who I am. I love to help other people. That's why I do these kind of live podcasts with you guys so often. And then number 3, components of a financial routine. Everything in life are made up of smaller things. Everything. If I have my phone is made up of a screen, and then a data processor, and then a CPU, and then other things I can't describe because I don't make phones. I look at houses. My house is made up of a slab foundation. They have flooring and iron rods, and insulation, and walls. Everything in life is just things that add up, small become huge, huge things, like an empire. So, first part of this is income management. Write this down, guys. Your whole entire financial routine comes down and boils down mostly to your income management. You should do a daily audit on your budget. If you make 100K per year, how much does it cost you to live per year? If your rent is 3K, right there, I'm spending $36,000, a third of my income on my rent or my mortgage. Already gone. If I have food, it's $1,000 per month. Boom. That's another 12K. I'm at $48,000 already. $48,000 already. I'm at 100K salary. If you're Jamie or James in this example. And then from there, you have your car payments. Let's say another $500 per year. Now that's $64,000. I'm at $54,000 per year now of expenses. Half my income's already gone. Just on what I need to have to survive in my business, in my life. Then you tack on vacations, you tack on luxury goods, and so forth. and then taxes, you're left with like $10,000. Why it's so important to manage your income, even the high income earner. Make $1 million per year, that's $82K per month, and you have a business that costs you $40K, boom, half of it's gone. And you have your life for your rent, boom, another $40K gone. Or for your mortgage, another $40K gone. Already, I'm at, in that example, I'm at $520K gone already. $520,000 gone already, plus taxes and so forth. It adds up so quickly, you can't think about it. Which is why when I did my income management, I don't think about it on a daily or monthly basis. I think about a yearly basis. If I save $100 per month, that's $1,200 per year. Not a lot, but it adds up. If I save $1,000 per month on takeout, that's $12K per year. That is a lot. I can buy a house for FHA loan because 3.5% down on a home that way. I just got a whole down payment for a property if it's my first time I'm buying an FHA loan by saving no takeout for a year. Let's say you have high income and you spend $30,000 a month. Well, let's point out how much. Say I spend like $10K per month on some software that I don't even use. It's $120K in a year. That is a huge value adding aspect else for charities, for better businesses opportunities, for more investments, for more staff and employees. All these things add up. So income management is, again, the most important thing to think about. Number 2 is expenses tracking. You should track your expenses daily, weekly, monthly. Have a bookkeeper as well. Even if you are an employee, a bookkeeper is like $300 a month. It's super, super inexpensive. And they'll help you track your expenses and your income. And you get P&L like a business. Because even if you don't have a legit business yourself, you still have a lifestyle that is the same structure of it. Yeah, P&Ls as well. This is for your life. My job pays me $200K per year, and I spend $150K per year. I'm left with $50K per year afterwards. What do I do with that? So having expenses tracking is good, and also it shows you what do you put your money at. Like for Amazon, how much do you spend on Amazon for takeout? My wife and I went to a place not that long ago. We dropped like $700 on one meal between the two of us. $700. That's a lot of money for one meal. When I was a kid, I made less than that in a week. Now I'm doing it in a single day. Obviously, it's not all the time. It was a special occasion. It was Valentine's Day. But still, $700, I'm going to track these expenses. How often am I doing this? And yep, Jamie said there are so many free trackers and sales sheets as well. Also, for you guys watching this, down below, do hashtag money. I will give you my free Excel sheets that I made already that breaks down my income for a yearly basis, that breaks down my monthly for my lifestyle, for my business, my credit, my assets, all that stuff in one spot that really click and play for you too. So hashtag money down below to get that for free from us. We use it every single week, and I love it. These are literally our money tracker. It tracks our income, our expenses, our life versus the business, and so forth. Number 3 is investment planning. What is your goal moving forward? How much money you want to make? Where your money go? What do you want to buy? You're buying businesses, buying real estate. For real estate, what class of asset are you buying? Is it RV parks? Is it mobile homes? Is it complexes? Is it single family? Is it duplexes? Are you buying Airbnbs? What are you buying? All these things add up to your main goal moving forward. For investment planning, again, you should all be planning for the future. Most people in life plan for the weekends. You should plan for the decade. If you see my wall on my office, I have plans that are 100 plus years out. Will that change? Totally going to change. But I want to know where I'm going. And by having this plan in mind, it will keep you anchored in the right decision-making skills. Because what happens a lot of times is I have no plan in life. I'm just floating through space like a drifter. And when I have that mentality, I will make impulse purchases. I will spend freely. I will make bad decisions on connections and so forth because I have no plan in mind. If I have a plan 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I can say to myself, will this investment, will this purchase help me and my goals for my investment planning in 5-10 years from now. If not, I can say, nope, I'm not going to do it. And for my business, do the same exact thing. My business, if I'm going to invest in a new employee or new software, I ask myself, will this help me in 1, 3, 5, 10 years, or is this a waste of time? If so, it's easy to say no to activities. So having plans in mind for the future is more important than just having a new goal. It's also help you have a more reality check every single day. And then number 4 on this list is debt allocation. If I have a good component in my financial routine, my debt is going to be taken care of. I know for a fact that if I have, let's say, $20K in credit card debt or loan, I can now allocate funds for that moving forward and have a plan in mind. If I normally spend, let's say, $200 per month on takeout, and I can stop doing that, or even halfway do that, and save $1,200 per year, I can pay down that credit card by $1,200 a year. Within 8 years, it's all gone. Hopefully, you do more things to just that because you don't want to have that interest rate eat up on you. But like that is the thought process you want to have moving forward on debt allocations. And then daily spending limits, or daily spending routines. Having a breakdown saying I only spend X amount of dollars per day or per week helps you have a better routine financially, which is so important. Again, you can use the envelope method, you can use a credit card, you can use so forth. You can find a way to have a good plan moving forward, make sure you're always in line. So having daily spending routines will give you a big edge as well. And if you need to, do this exercise. Say for the next 24 hours, you will spend no money. Or if you do spend money, you need to spend money more often than not, you say, I will wait 24 hours. If I still want this, I will buy it. A lot of times for myself, I want to buy something on Amazon, let's say like a new gym equipment, and I wait 24 hours, I forget all about it. It means it's not that important. So having a delay even helps too. And then also financial education. Right now, you're in this live Elite Edge podcast with Top Players Go, become world class, giving you financial education that I've spent thousands of hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn these skills you have now for free. You should watch books, watch podcasts like this, watch movies, documentaries, courses. You should read books about it. I read so many books about money. And my favorite book actually is really simple, not that super groundbreaking, not more advanced, but in the beginning helped me so much, which was The Richest Man in Babylon. The book, The Richest Man in Babylon, is amazing. It gave you a really good edge on making this more reality for yourself moving forward. And it's this, golden principles. I love old books because older books is before marketers was a big thing. Nowadays, there's a new book. There's a catch to it. There's a call to action. Read this book. Here's half the secrets. The other half of the secrets you got to pay for me as a coaching program. I'll give you all the secrets afterwards. That's most books nowadays. So nowadays, we live in a place where attention is now the new revenue. The new capital is now attention. So get more books out there, and more stuff for us, and more returns. So why I think older books like Richest Man in Babylon, I think it was published in 1937. There was no, call to action. Like, I have an idea. I love this a lot. Let's help more people. Here's my book. So older books I love for that reason because there's no catch-22 to it normally. Number 4, creating a routine financially. The day our new life starts is the day our old life ceases. Write that down. The day our new life starts is the day our old life ceases. So, creating a financial routine. Number 1 is stick to your SMART goal. I have a whole live I did for you guys before in the past, probably a couple months ago, breaking down SMART goals when it comes to money. If your goal is to make, let's say, an extra $100K per year, what is that SMART goal? Or if your goal is to save $50K this year, how will you do that? What's your SMART goal? And a SMART goal is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. You can say, my specific goal is to save $50K in a year. For me to do that, I need to save around $2K per month. Sorry, around $4K per month to make that happen. That is my measurable activity, $1,000 a week. Is it achievable? Depending on your income. If you make a lot of money, definitely. If you make a lot of money, it's a little hard to have that goal moving forward. That's why you have this smart goal in place. Is it realistic? Totally. It is a realistic goal depending on your income and your spend limit, your burn rate. And it's time bound, 12 months. Living by your budget and loans to yourself. If you're a business owner, and I learned this way too late, I would use my business money as my money. It's not the same thing. They're two separate entities. My money is what I get paid as a salary from my business. So let's say I make $100,000 this month from doing transactions for my clients. $100K this month. I did not make $100K. My business made $100K, but I made, let's say, $15,000. I paid myself a salary of $15K for being the manager and CEO of Elite Edge Real Estate Group. Two different things. So if I take money from my business for my life, that is now a loan. And I pay it back eventually. So keep that in mind when you're doing loans to yourself. Even if you are an employee, have a career, and your salary is this much, your overhead is this much, if you take more than you should take, that is now a new loan for yourself as well, normally in the form of credit or debt. That makes sense, guys? If so, hit that like button, tag your friends, share this video if that makes sense. That has helped me so much. Do not commingle your funds, especially the business owner. Living by your budget and loans to yourself. And having a budget is actually freeing. Okay, now I can spend money happily. If I know my budget for takeout is $2K per month, I am happy to spend $2K per month because I know that is in my budget. I don't feel bad about it. Number 3, asking your family and friends to buy in to your financial routine. If my friends know that my goal is to save or make, again, it works two ways, save or make more money, I say, hey, I have a goal of making an extra $10K per month in my business. So I have to work an extra hour a day. And I have them buy into that vision by saying, if I do this, friend or family member or kids, I will take you to Disneyland. Guys made $125 in a year, making $10K per month more. That was my bought-in. And that trip to Disneyland is going to cost me $5,000. Never been, I don't know. But probably like 5K, 2K, 3K, not sure. Either way, it's a small portion of my new income that I have. And my friends, my wife, my son would say, no, Dad, get to work. I want to go to Disneyland. I want to see Mickey Mouse. Go to your office, make more money so we can make this happen for myself. And now they're bought in to my vision. Does this make sense? This is really, really powerful stuff. A lot of times what happens is that our friends, our families get mad. They feel neglected. They say, you don't spend enough time with me. Or you work too much. Or you spend too much sometimes. Or they want to spend too much. That's also a big thing as well. So for like people who spend too much, let's say that your husband and your wife buy Amazon stuff every single day. It costs you $2K per month, $1,000 per month, $10K per month, who knows? If I say to them, hey, if you cut your Amazon spending limit from 10K to 5K, I will take you to Bahamas at the end of the year. Now they're bought in to that place. See what I mean? Jimmy said, Disney World is my happy place. Great accountability goal for me. Love it. Yes. So definitely have that goal in mind. Again, let's say you're a leader like I am. I'm a leader for my company, for my staff and team members. I can say, hey, if we hit our goal of making 10 more families happy this year, I will pay for a trip to us to Disneyland. I will pay for a trip for us on me to Hawaii or so forth for a team building event. Or hey, if we close 5 clients this month with better results for them, I will go with us to a nice 5-star restaurant to celebrate. I can have my team buy in as well to my vision by doing that as well, which is good leadership. But treat your life and your family and your friends as well as part of your team because they are. So asking your family and friends to buy into this is super, super powerful. Then, number 4 is set yourself up for success. Having to do this will be an easy way for yourself to have more of a success. And by doing this, it could be like, I have a daily budget. I have a smart goal. I have limits on my credit card. I have my family bought into this. All of these things are contributing to my self and my success. Make it easy for yourself to not spend more money, to make more money. For me, if I'm in my office, my doors are closed, my lights are turned off, it's dark in this room, and all I have is my laptop and my other screen to do work for my clients, find good deals, buy more homes, sell more houses, do more marketing. I am making my environment part of my success. So what can you do for yourself at your job? You say, hey, Bob, I'm trying to hit number 1 salesperson at Apple this month. If I do this, I cannot talk to you as much during lunch breaks, or cannot talk to you during much during the day. But if I get this to happen for myself, I will go out with you to a nice restaurant on me. Again, you can be selfish in a way, but still benefit your friends at the same exact time. April said, Alexander will be able to enjoy Mickey Mouse by the time he is 4 or 5. Yes, most definitely. I think before that, he won't know what's going on. So waiting to 4 or 5 will probably be our best bet for that. And then reinforcements and punishments. You think, like, why would I punish myself? It's crazy. Well, you need to. Because here's the thing. As a kid, we all punished and reinforced all the time. And even adults, we all as well. Sometimes the punishment is I can't afford my mortgage. That could be the punishment. I cannot afford takeout. That's the punishment that I did to myself unknowingly with my subconscious mind. So having this as well is super powerful. And then here's the thing. I have background in psychology. So if I look at the punishment reinforcements, there is such thing as a positive punishment, which sounds crazy, and also a negative punishment. But also, there's also a negative reinforcement. So let's break it down for you guys, help you use this for your advantage moving forward. Let's say right now, I want to positively reinforce the behavior of saving money. And to have a positive reinforcement, the way this works is I have to add something to increase the likelihood of me doing this activity. So for me to add something, it'd be I added a new stream of income. I added a new blocker to my credit card that cannot spend more than this. I'm adding something. Or I'm adding, more importantly, the best thing important is that I'm adding a reward. If I don't spend $200 per day on random stuff, I will go out to a nice restaurant on Friday. Because our mind needs to have a positive and a negative reinforcement because we're humans and we're still monkeys in the day. And if I just save money and don't have any enjoyment or any rewards, my brain will say to me, why are we doing this? This is a waste of time. I hate this. My life is boring. I miss doing stuff. So having a positive reinforcement could be like, I added in a new event, a new laptop, a new X, Y, and Z if I do that. I'm adding to increase that behavior. On a punishment side, though, this is a positive punishment. This could be I'm adding a blocker or a limited amount to my credit card. I can only spend so much money on this credit card. I'm adding that. Also, for adding punishments, it'd be like I'm adding a home gym to avoid spending money at the gym. I'm adding something that's positive, but still a punishment. So all these things are part of that. Now, for a negative reinforcement, I'm going to remove something to increase likelihood. So if I'm removing something, it'd be like, if I don't save $1,000 per month, I'm going to remove any takeout for my month. I'm going to remove buying a new Porsche. I'm going to remove having date night with my wife, which I don't want to do because it's going to be mad at me. And I don't want my wife to be happy with me all the time. So those are things that is being removed, but it's a negative reinforcement. Then for the punishment side, negative punishment, I will remove something to decrease likelihood. So if I have a negative punishment, I will say I will remove my credit card entirely. So if I spend too much money, I remove it. If I have a negative punishment, is if I was to not make $10 extra this month, I will donate to a charity that I hate. So that is a negative punishment. I removed money from my bank account to buy something I don't like doing. I removed it to something I don't want to do. But yeah, that is a good thing to do too, Jamie, is have a blocker. You can call your bank and say, hey, I want to have a daily blocker on my account. And thank you, April. I'm happy to have these tips so far. So this is how you use positive and negative punishment and reinforcement to have more success in your life. Again, we all humans, we're all monkeys. This works incredibly well. And then the last big one I want to talk about before we hop off this call today, or this live podcast, is how to maintain financial routines. Again, this is the hardest part. Having goals, having routines, that's easy. But keeping them and sticking to them, that's the hard part. This is not for the weak. So the biggest hack is to turn your goals into lifestyles. Again, if my goal is to do $2 billion in transactions, which is $400 million more in volume in the next 1 to 2 years, then my lifestyle is part of that. How can I meet more people? How can I help more people? How can I see more luxury homes? Again, I'm one of the top agents in the world right now, and my hack is to turn my goals into my lifestyle. So if my goal is to be at luxury places, it's easy for me to do that. So let's break it down then. Tie your financial goals into your 2 whys. Again, you should have 2 whys in your life. Have 2 whys in your life. Your first why is internal. Write this down. Your first why is internal, meaning it is selfish. It's just for me. An internal goal could be like, I will buy a Rolex. I will buy a Porsche. I will buy a Lamborghini. I will buy a new laptop. All these things are internal whys just for me, and it affects nobody else more often than not, other than myself. It could also be making $10K as a financial goal. It's internal per month, or $100K per month even, or $1 million per month. That's internal whys for myself. The problem with internal whys alone is that once I hit that goal, I stop climbing. Last year, for context for you guys, the average agent did 0 transactions, meaning for real math for you guys, 77% of agents closed 0 homes in 2024. 77 agents closed 0 homes in 2024. It's crazy. Because the why is not attached to the goal. I have 8 closings this month. This for context for you guys. Personally, not my whole team, like just me personally, 8 closings per month. Because my why is not just making more capital for more people, but I also have an external why. It's number 2. Number 1, internal why. Number 2 is external why. External why is bigger than ourselves. Meaning is I want to give my son, Alexander, the best life ever. I want to give my wife the queen treatment. That is the external whys. I want to retire my mom. Or even bigger, my main goal in life is to help over 3 billion people live better lives. Crazy goal, massive goal. But here's the thing. Having a goal that big keeps me anchored every single day to do more things. Even if I'm sick. Because 3 million people, that's a lot of people. But here's the thing, it's done every single day. Airplanes affect the whole world. Wi-Fi affects the whole world. There are people already who affect billions of people around the world, and you can do the same thing if you want to. My goal is to do the same exact thing, to make cities that are similar to Dubai, but more eco-friendly, more open to more people, more holistic, more sustainable. That is my big goal. To build cities like Dubai across the globe. Help billions of people live better lives. And to teach them about financial literacy, about business, and so forth. So tie your goals into two things, internal and external. And have it on your wall and see it all the time. Number two, automate and delegate. How can you automate and delegate your routines? For your bank account, I can sweep my paychecks into a different account, my savings account. Every single month, I can say, hey, if I make $100K this month, automatically my bank will sweep 10% to myself or 40% to my taxes. I can pay taxes. Or I can sweep 5% to luxury items. I can sweep things to do vacations. That's automations. Delegations. My bookkeeper, my accountant, my CPA, all these people can help me delegate these tasks as well. To keep track of my P&L, to keep track of my spending and my income and so forth. They tell me, hey, Jordan, you're spending too much money. Or you're not spending enough money. Your goals will not happen unless you increase this budget. So automate and delegate is super powerful too. It's easy to do nowadays, especially automations. With AI, easy to do. Or a good banker. Stay organized. Again, down below, do hashtag money to access my free Excel sheet. I break down your income on a monthly and yearly basis. I have a chart for you for your lifestyle, for your business, for your credit cards, for your invest assets, and so forth. All one amazing spreadsheet that we made for you guys. We use every single week, like clockwork. I see almost every single day, honestly. I'm in there all the time. So stay organized. Know your numbers. Review your finances, your goals daily. Again, if you have a lot of money or no money, do this every single day. Honestly, if you don't have a lot of capital, even more reason why you should do this every single day. Because what happens a lot of times is people say, hey, I have no money. I'm afraid to see it. I hate even saying that. I hate even saying I have no money. But point being is how powerful this is. If you feel that way, you need to be in your account every single day. To show you, oh wow, I spent X amount of dollars today or this week or this month. How can I stop this bad habit? Or hey, I made an extra $100 this day. How did I do that? Because you see it, you can track it, you can measure it, you can actually fix it. If I don't see the problem, I can never fix it. And most people live their life that way. They never see the problem, they never fix it. I make really good income. I see it every single day. And then have more money conversations. I love that, April. Every single day, it's a way to do it. Me too. Every morning, when I first wake up, first thing I see when I wake up is my bank account. Literally. When I first wake up, I take my dog outside, go to the restroom, get my phone, it's my bank account. Every single day. First thing I do. More important to me, social media, my inbox, and so forth. But have more money conversations. So crucial. For those of you who already are super rich and wealthy, you probably already know this. That all your friends, your buddies and colleagues, all of them talk about money all the time. Because of them, they know that money dictates 99% of their lives. It's talk about assets, investments, income, goals, and so forth. The people who are less financially sound do this less often. Because they're taught by their habits and their subconscious that is actually a bad thing to do. You heard that before? Talking about money is bad. Don't do that. Don't ask people his income. Don't bring it up. Don't have that at your table. No, I disagree completely. Alexander has seen, touched, and heard about money more than I ever did, honestly, till like my mid-20s. And he's 9 months as of 2 days ago. And when he's older, it'll be the same exact way. I'll ask him, how are you making money? What's your goal? What's this? What's that? What's your goals moving forward? For my friends that I hang out with, all of them are way more successful than I am, making 7 figures a month sometimes. And they talk about money all the time. Talk about money more often. And you have bad conversations, you need new people in your life, or you need to teach them how to do this as well. Actually, you know what? Down below, tell them for this video, have them watch this too. Share the video with them too, have more results moving forward. And then learn to love delayed gratification. That is the ultimate secret in all things in business and life. If I can have delayed gratification, I will have more success. Businesses is hard. Like living, I love hard things. And that's why I like entrepreneurship so much, because it is the hardest thing I've ever done. To grow a business, to manage people, to be a leader, to help my clients, to scale, make online content, it's super, super hard. But if I do not have the delayed gratification mindset, it never happen. It takes months or years to have massive success. And sometimes it may take you 10 years. So that 1 year that breaks everything for you. That big breakthrough year will take you 10 years. Think about it. People you watch online, Ryan Serhant, Alex Hormozi, myself, all these people, took them a decade or more, sometimes a little less, to really blow up. And that 10th year paid back everything for them for the past 10 years moving forward. And that 1 year happened. So sometimes it takes time. So delayed gratification is your key to know, oh, I want to buy a house or more properties. If I wait 1 to 3 years, I can do that. Delayed gratification. The reason why Warren Buffett is so rich, he has $34 billion right now in cash at Berkshire Hathaway. $34 billion in capital in a bank. And most of his wealth happened in the last 5-10 years. He's been doing this since he was like 5. Let that sink in. Since he was 5, he had like been doing businesses, doing investments, reading books since he was 5. He was made for it. Like literally, he was made to do that kind of stuff. But since he was a kid, that's what he did. When he was 32 years old, he had his first $1 million. Granted, back then that $1 million was like $5 or $10 million. So like when he was probably 25, he's worth $1 million. But still, 20 years to get to $1 million. And then to get even further than that, actually, let's show you guys Warren Buffett. Oops. Show you how powerful this really is. Delayed gratification from the guy who's the richest man alive, or top 5 in the world, richest man alive. So this is Warren Buffett. And in the past 10 years, made even more money than this. So Warren Buffett's income in the past, by age, at age 14, he was worth $5,000 in 1944. Back then, that 5K is like $100,000. Inflation is real. This is why also having these kind of conversations is so important. If you knew how important inflation is against your income, why you should buy more real estate, can you help doing that? Let me know. I've been all 50 states, 27 different countries, with buying or selling homes. This is why it's so important, because delayed gratification happens in real estate and investments. The 8th wonder of the world is compound interest. And Warren Buffett is living proof of this. Warren Buffett, this is a side note before I get too far on this, he's not that good at investing. Like his returns are average. It's like 14% a year. Like there are people who've made hundreds of percent a year, 100% a year, and nowhere close to being rich as he is. Because he understands, if he thinks about long-term growth and investment opportunities, he would have a big, big business, which he did. So again, subpar investment. He's super, super safe, but he's worth more money than most people in the world combined. Then, age 19, he doubled his money. So in 5 years, he had 10K. Not a lot of money. Again, 150K back then, 200K back then. And then, maybe more. At age, let's say 30, 32, he made his first $1 million. But look at 26. At 26, another, 6 years, went from 20K to 140K. That's a huge, huge jump in increase. So this is today's money up top. So today's money, this 5K is 70K, this 10K is 100K. So I was kind of on for that point. At age 26, he had 140K that he made. He did a huge 7x increase to his income. He had $1 million in today's money, but back then he's 7x his income. And then 32, 34, doubled his money. And then at 44, He had $19 million. He lost a lot of money at age 39 to age 40. But watch this though. Now, $19 million, $17 million, $300 million, almost $1 billion in today's income. 600K, doubled, $1 billion, 2, 4, 17, 36, 60, 72. He made most of his wealth in the past 10 years, now even more. But like in this chart, most of his wealth happened after he was 56. I would even be nice to say most of it happened after he was like 40. So from 14 to 40, 36 years, he made a couple $1 million. Maybe in this case, $250,000, $250 million, I mean, by that time. But then, from the last 5, 10, 15 years, it skyrocketed to billions of dollars. You understood the delayed gratification is the key. So learn to love this. A lot of times, your goals are doable if you have a long time horizon. And for me, I'm 33 years old. I know for a fact that I will not help 3 billion people next year or even in 5 years. But if I can help 3 billion people in 40 years, like Warren Buffett did, that's more than doable. And also make billions as well. That's my goal. My goal is to become a billionaire or even trillionaire and use all that capital for the most part to build cities, help more people, make schools, hospitals, and so forth as well. And I know by the time I die, I can do that. So my goals are long-term thinking. I understand the delayed gratification. So here's a quick summary what we covered so far. What are financial routines? Why should we have them with the benefits? Components of a financial routine, creating a financial routine, and how to maintain them. All these things add up. And then, guys, any questions down below, ask your questions down below. Happy to help you guys out. I'm here for them. If I don't see them today, I'll get to them as soon as I can. Make sure you guys are taken care of. And, of course, my favorite quote by Jim Rohn, one of them. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Think Warren Buffett. Think Kobe Bryant. Think your favorite actor, actress, movie star, your favorite athlete, favorite business person. All of them mastered the basics and fundamentals. That could be doing sales calls. That could be doing budgeting, making more money per year. You name it. List goes on. You're welcome, April. Thanks for watching this, guys. I love doing this for you all. That's why I'm here to help you as much as I can and get to my goal, helping with 3 billion people before I die. Thanks, guys. Here's to freedom. Here's to living your best life. Here's to not having to break the glass. Let's not do that. Let's keep this intact. And let's use our capital to give us freedom, help more people, make a bigger impact, take care of our families, and so much more. But all you guys, thanks for watching this live podcast, Elite Edge podcast, where top players go become world class at what they do, from real estate, psychology, business, finances. List goes on. I'm here for you guys. And I'll see you at the top. Have the best day yet. Thanks for watching. Make sure you tag your friends down below. Share this video. Who you know will love this topic? Send it to them right now. They'll thank you for it. I promise you. So here's a little tip for you guys. If you can make your friends more money, they will always love you. Seriously. This is crazy to sound. Again, your life is dictated by 90% of money. So if you help your clients and your friends make more money, they will always come back to you for more support and more advice. So share this video with your friends, give you good points as well. So if you guys, thanks for watching. See you all soon. The best day yet.